Welcome back to Beginning Bourbon. This is Brian on a gorgeous spring day. I hope it is as beautiful where you are as it is here in North Carolina. Well, today we want to talk about what is the secondary market. What's the secondary market? Simply, the secondary market is a place where after you have purchased a bottle of bourbon, you can go to and actually look to sell that bottle of bourbon at a profit. Usually it is on a website called The Book of Faces. Hopefully you're reading between the lines on that, The Book of Faces. And you can join certain groups, and there you can find bottles of bourbon or whiskey to sell or to purchase. The real question is, why is there a secondary market? Why does one even exist? Well, the reason why a secondary market exists is because you can make a whole lot of money selling bourbon on the secondary market. And that is because bourbon has exploded in popularity. And if you can luck into a certain bottle at a liquor store at MSRP, you can flip that bottle for double, triple, quadruple, or even more what you paid for it. So there's a lot of money to be made. Now, someone could argue whether that's the best thing or not. I don't think it's the best thing for the hobby. I would rather prefer if I get an extra bottle of something incredibly rare at MSRP, I would rather hook up a fellow bourbon brother or sister with a great bottle than look to flip it. But that's just me. But hey, God bless America. Free market, supply and demand. If that's your gig, go for it. I ain't mad at you. Not one bit. But there's a lot of money to be made. So, for example, here in North Carolina, it is a state-run liquor spirits business. So every single liquor store here is run by the state. That is kind of bad because you don't really have competition. You don't have a desire of one store looking to differentiate itself from another with great selection or great service or provide unique offerings. But what you do have that is good, is that if you do luck into a unicorn, it has to be at MSRP. A state-run store cannot charge anything more than whatever the MSRP is. So, for example, I lucked into this about 2 weeks ago. Elmer T. Lee, a store manager, a buddy of mine, got in this for the first time in about 5 years, saved a bottle of this for me. Now, because I'm in North Carolina, this was $37, $40 with tax. Now, for you that live in other states, I've gone to Tennessee, for example, and I've seen that exact same bottle for $300. $300. So you can imagine, that's quite a profit margin of $260. Not bad at all. I can do basic math, just basic math. Don't ask me to do anything past that. But buy it for 40, sell it for 300. That's going to give you a lot of extra money to be able to use on some more bourbon. So that's why the secondary market exists. You have bottles out there, Old Fitzgerald, Elijah Craig 18, any of the BTAC series where you can quadruple, quintuple, even more the profit from what you paid out. So that is the secondary market. Now, many stores, if you're not in a state-run state like North Carolina, you will experience, unfortunately, secondary prices at your local store. As I mentioned, I've gone to Tennessee and seen this bottle of Elmer T. Lee here for $300. That is already at secondary market prices. So that's what you have. That's what the secondary market is. It essentially is a place where you can purchase a bourbon, go and sell or buy, and almost always at inflated prices. Again, please leave comments. I'd love to hear from you. Love interacting, and I hope you all have a great day. Take care.